Following a citizen's complaint from fishermen about an attack of members of foreign vessel, the National Navy, through the commander of this estate, made a statement of the events that took place.
In the last few hours, the National Navy ruled on the events that occurred on November 28, where fishermen from the archipelago were assaulted by foreign vessels. According to one of the fishermen, the losses amount to 300 million pesos.
Tuvimos el conocimiento sobre una situación presentada el pasado 28 de noviembre en horas de la madrugada.
We've learned that on the 28th of November, in the early hours of the morning, the motor vessel Marasol, an artisanal fishing boat from San Andres, was doing its fishing in Quinas. The information we received is that the boat was assaulted by a boat of approximately 26 feet of fiberglass white hull with 2 engine 75 ARN, in which 7 persons of unknown nationality were armed and 4 of them boarded the boat Blue Sea and stole their catch of approximately 2 tons of lobster, 2 engines, 50 navigation and communications equipment, and some items of personal use. Immediately, a fast reaction unit from Providence sailed to the area and found that none of the crew members of the Marasol were injured, and they were escorted by the Coast Guard of San Andres, where they arrived. We have taken measures to establish communication with the authorities near the sector of Costa Rican, Nicaragua, and Honduras in order to verify the situation and take the pertinent actions to find the stolen elements. We are also raising the notification of a possible border violation that may have occurred.
The National Navy reported that they will continue making efforts to guarantee the safety of the artisanal fishermen of the archipelago so that they can quietly carry out their work near the waters.
A report on how the land use plan has been developing was provided by Silvio Casagrande from the Planning Secretariat. Among the most highlighted situations during the meeting with the community is the recovery and restoration of strategic spaces.
In the construction of the territorial model is the staff of the Planning Secretariat to define what is expected of the island for the next 12 years and translate into the land use plan. This model is made up of extremely important components.
One is the issue of climate change. In other words, we are going to have a management model based on the biosphere reserve, on the environmental park, and a model for mitigation and adaptation to climate change.
The model was born because it is already evident that climate change increases the risk that the island will be affected by a natural phenomenon.
And this is not going to change. In fact, it tends to become more intense, and as an island, we must prepare for it.
For the month of December, it is estimated that they will be able to initiate consultation tables. They are also studying the possibility of carrying out a prior consultation. Finally, among the measures that are described as urgent to take care are:
the first thing that we have to look at and that we are reviewing in this land use plan is the use of recovery and restoration of ecosystems that are totally strategic. We cannot lose even 1 more meter of ecosystem.
And on December 5th and 6th, a technical roundtable will be held on the main topic of coral diseases, especially the recent coral tissue disease that worries the Science Guild and the country in general. Marine biologist Sebastián Charria gave an introduction about what will be in the forum.
On December 5th and 6th, a technical roundtable will be held on the main topic of coral diseases, especially the recent coral tissue disease that worries the Science Guild and the country in general. Marine biologist Sebastián Charria gave an introduction about what will be in the forum.
A national forum would be held in San Andres, an interinstitutional technical roundtable to discuss strategic actions to address the disease of coral tissues loss in Colombia. The government is considering an action plan where experts such as Judy Lang and Patricia Kramer from Aguas NGO, Atlantic and Gold Risk Assessment, Dana Wusinik from NOA, Lorenzo Alvarez from the National University of Mexico, and Dr. Valeria Pizarro, who was with us here in October, will also come. Dr. Adolfo San Juan Munoz from Jorge Tadeo Lozano University is coming, among others, with the objective of confronting this disease that overwhelms us in the archipelago of San Andres.
The event is organized by the Ministry of Environment in Memar and Coralina, will be held from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., where the action plan of the Ministry of Environment for the current presidential administration will be also discussed. Likewise, the action plan to treat coral tissue disease in Colombia is challenges, and now the monitoring that is being carried out around this subject will be discussed.
In other news, the departmental government will start today with the first work tables for the construction of the Plan of Collective Interventions 2023.
The departmental government, through the Health Secretariat, will advance work stable with community leaders, religious leaders, and the population in general for the planning and formulation of the Collective Intervention Plan 2023, which will be carried out in different sectors of the island.
Desde la Secretaría de Salud extendemos una invitación.
From the Health Secretariat, we extend an invitation to the inhabitants of the different sectors to participate in the community planning tables of the Public Health Plan for collective actions, which we will be carrying out. We will be on November 29 at 6 p.m. at the Rubén Darío School in the San Luis sector, on December 1st at the María Estrella del Mar Church at 5:30 p.m., on December 2 at the Cultural Center on the Hill at 6 p.m., on December 3 at the Mount Zion Church at 6 p.m., and on December 6 at Guinea Hen 5th Stage at the Community Action Board Hall at 6 p.m. Everyone is invited.
The Plan of Collective Intervention is a benefit plan composed of health promotion and risk management, which are framed in the strategies defined in the Territorial Health Plan and seek to positively impact social determinants.
The Departmental Social State Company invited the community, through its manager, Maria Claudia Bracho, to participate in the Health in Your Neighborhood program, through which health personnel visit different sectors of the island performing routine procedures to know the health status of the people of San Andres.
The Health Department of San Andres is carrying out action within the framework of the Health in Our Neighborhood program, where vital signs are taken, general prognoses are made, and general screening is collected from the members of each family residing in each sector, with the purpose of knowing the health status of the departmental population in order to take pertinent actions in this regard.
Invitar a la comunidad a ser partícipe de la.
We invite the community to participate in the health activities we are carrying out by opening the doors of their homes so that the Social State Company teams can get to know the health needs they require. We are going to take blood pressure, weight, height, and size screening, glucometry tests, and the epidemiological record of each home will also be made. That is why we need the community to receive us and give us the accurate information about their health, because we're finding many situations that make us think about a concise intervention in the health needs we have found in the community, where there is a lot of hypertension cases that are not controlled. There are people who are just finding out that they're hypertensive when we go visit them. So it is important that you let us come to your homes.
The manager emphasized the importance of the community's participation in the activities that are carried out during weekends and weekdays by the staff in the different neighbors of the island, where psychological and social work intervention are also being carried out. The idea is to create an intervention plan to improve the health and general well-being of the island's population.
Lack of adequate signage and halted construction work causes concern among residents of the Vista Hermosa neighborhood, who fear that a serious accident could occur since the area in question is located on a downhill slope of the road in this sector.
Inhabitants of the sector of Vista Hermosa are concerned and raise their voices to be heard by the company in charge of the repairs to the sanitary sewage system and the drinking water supply piping, since they are overflowing considerably. In addition to this, the contractors have not returned after starting the maintenance work approximately 10 days ago, according to the inhabitants, and there is a large opening in the road that represents a danger to drivers since it does not have an adequate signage.
Here in this sector, we have a problem with the manhole, which is spilling water. We called so that they would come to solve the problem, but they have brought us a bigger problem because they came, they have been shopping, and it has been 10 days since they have not come to do anything else. The neighbors said that if they do not fix this by Saturday, they would cover up the hole they opened. For example, the garbage truck has come twice and has not been able to collect the garbage properly because they have to collect it on foot, and there have already been 2 accidents. A neighbor wanted to buy water from the water truck, but he couldn't buy it because it has a truck and the truck could not turn around. We are affected with these holes. We are asking Veolia to fix this as soon as possible, and how it is possible that it has been more than 10 days and they have not solved anything. They have not come to work, much less they have not told us when they are going to come. These waters that we have here are permanent, 24 hours a day, and now to top it all off, they have come and make this hole. They come and they are lost, and to this day they have not been seen.
It is noteworthy that this news agency contacted the press office of the company that manages the sewage and water distribution, and they say that in the coming hours they will make a statement.
And now we continue with sport news with Victor Fusalva.
Hello, here are the best sports of the island, and this time from the Erwin O'Neill Football Stadium, where the Mar de Siete Colores tournament is carried on. With the participation of different clubs nationwide, the Copa Mar de los Siete Colores kick it off at the Erwin O'Neill Stadium, an event that seeks to integrate and have fun for the children through soccer. The competition will be played in their final phase this Wednesday, November the 30th at the Erwin O'Neill Stadium. With more details, Javier Navarro told us.
This is an activity that has been done for more than 12 years. We had the opportunity to organize it with the Departmental League and the Estudiantes Sports Club and Gustavo Acevedo's C Cup of 7 colors. We are counting on teams from the city of Bogota, Cali, Villavicencio, and Medellin. They are visiting us from the coast because it is a tournament. More than anything else, it is a festival of schools in which we are seeing the local children here playing against those from outside, and it has been very welcoming. Many children have felt very well, a pleasure to feel at ease playing soccer, what they like the most, to have fun with this type of tournament that is not very common on the island. Furthermore, the Gustavo Acevedo organization, the Estudiantes Sports Club, and the Departmental League have taken over the leasing to continue with these events.
Events like these that integrate children and serve as training and preparation for young soccer players are very important and should be done more often, according to Navarro. And now from the Ginny Bay Basketball Coliseum, where a lot of different tournament is carried on. The women's tournament, in which 4 teams of hard-charging island women basketball prospects participated and in which several island players stood out, were protagonists. And the bronze medal went to the Survivors Club of Providence, and the 4th place went to the team of San Andres A. The leader of assists was Lisette Cuadros from Bravos of Cartagena with 30 assists. And the leader of rebound was Wendy Casaran of San Andres A with 66 rebounds. Isabel Rodriguez of Providence Survivors Club was the leader in the free throws with 18 points. The 2-point leader was Lisette Cuadros from Los Bravos with 62 baskets. The 3-point shooter was Stephanie Stevens of San Andres B with 27 baskets. The best player or MVP of the tournament was Lisette Cuadros of Los Bravos of Cartagena.
Well, it's very important to bring female basketball to the island. We have a lot of talented girls. I see a lot of talented girls from Providence, inclusive from Yaso, where if they get continuity, if they start playing, we start one tournament in December, hey, make we say last part of January or February, we start one next one. Hey, we were in a sport, no one problem for the Ironman tournament and they go blue and make the girl and blue. If we can make the girl and play 6-7 tournament or 5 or 4 tournament during the year, the thing will be different and vinculate the league for them come and put part of it and put them in a thing and say, hey, make we bring the basketball up different, make a girl and sister the basketball or something very important, can help them in their studies. In a sense, I say, if you are a good basketball player, you got an opportunity to get a scholarship or something by one university or even by one school, but you have to activate the basketball the right way. You can't be just one tournament. If you come out like out of the way, no, you have to be straight and make several tournaments to play. Well, I want to invite all the young ladies them to come out and vinculate to a basketball school. Hey, I 100% every day ready to prepare any team at all, right? Because I love basketball and I think basketball is my passion and I will work. If I have to be free, I will work because I want the little girl to come back out and show it. We got several trainers we can do the job down here. We got several trainers we can do the job, but we need to activate back the sport in the right way.
And this will be all in sports for the moment. I am Victor Fusalba, Teleislas News.